Next up on the Sage 2021 showcase, we have Sonic Red Ridge. This was added by Tiger Sona Alex, and the description states that Sonic Red Ridge is a 3D semi-linear level experiment with multiple path open sections connected by one-way paths to avoid accidental backtracking and getting lost. Roll downhill, keep moving forward and upwards, and you'll find the way. The creator says, after 1 year and much learning since last Sage, I'm back with another iteration of my 3D Sonic level design experiments. This time the result is a glorified blockout. Goodbye default checkerboard textures. Meant to be a physics playground of sorts for people to play around, with Sonic trying to reach the end as fast as possible, and just exploring every nook and cranny. Thank you, Shed. That's kind of you. I hope that despite the obvious rough and unoptimized nature of the level, people can still find some fun to be had with the experience. Well, sounds like a lot of thought was put into this for a little experiment. Like, he wanted to think about, like, good level design and stuff. That's cool to see. I'm glad to see that sort of focus, actually. But we will check this out in just a moment. But first, if you like the video, well, do think about giving it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. And if you really want to help out, though, try to help me reach partner over on Twitch by coming by. Whether it is to lurk or to talk, I would honestly appreciate your attendance. The only thing I'm missing for partner is having enough viewers, average view count. So if you can come by and add to that view count, that would be amazing. It would honestly benefit you and me as well, even if you watch only on YouTube. My content sometimes suffers because of the fact that I'm an affiliate and not a partner. Such as when, for instance, this episode of this particular episode took like 20 minutes to start because Twitch decided to take my bandwidth away because I'm an affiliate and some partners need that bandwidth. So we had trouble even getting a decent bitrate going without dropping frames. I had to switch regional servers just to get it working properly again. This wouldn't have happened if I was a partner, so please, if you can, please come by and help out. It would honestly make everything more streamlined and professional, and just make it so I can produce more content in a more efficient manner for you guys. So if you can come by, you're a YouTube watcher, you can come by Twitch, add to the view count, help me reach partner, you make a huge difference. Aside from that, if you want to check out a pretty cool Discord server, I have one, a lot of cool people there, you can check that out with the link. And I have a coffee link if you want to directly monetize my content. All links are in the description, so please consider it. Sorry for the extra long diatribe for that, but I really need to point out how annoying it was to even get this game working properly. Hopefully we don't have any more drop frames. But let us begin. I don't even know what partner is. Partner is... Okay, there are 3 levels to a Twitch streamer. You start out with nothing. And then once you've done a little bit of streaming, you get affiliate. And then when you're an affiliate, you can start making money and stuff. And partner is basically like affiliate, except for you get way more perks. There's way more things. Like I can provide you guys in the Twitch chat more sub badges and rewards and emote rewards and stuff like that. Way more emote rewards. You guys could you guys would get way more emotes to use in my chat if I was partner. And just like, man, all sorts of things, man. In addition, I would get bandwidth priority, so I wouldn't get the table scraps of bandwidth that I sometimes do, meaning that I would have consistent frame rates and such. You know, basically, I wouldn't have drops that weren't my fault, like I tend to. We're kind of making a catchphrase at this point, Twitch is a bitch, because sometimes I just drop frames, I check my internet's fine, it's clearly just Twitch taking frames from me because it doesn't want me to have bandwidth at that moment. Oh, there's so many things that partner does to improve the experience. Which should just be the normal experience in my opinion, but I guess it has to be fucking rationed out, right? I don't know. But, yeah. Basically, if you help me reach partner, then Twitch acknowledges I'm actually important. Here's some advice. Rolling is the key to going fast, and I couldn't read that. Oh, wait, I probably should stay here. Wait, no, pop back. No, I want that again. Show it again. No, I want to read that. Okay. Rolling is the key to going fast, and using every move available will allow you to get to better routes. Only running and jumping will get you to the end just very slowly. In any case, have fun. Okay. Oh, I see this has some auto-enabled motion blur. I really don't want that. So let's just... there is no option for motion blur. Of course not. Why wouldn't there be? Or why would there be, rather? Oh well, whatever. It's not the most egregious motion blur, but goddamn it, as I've explained before, it basically gives me a headache. Like, who... actually, I take that back. It's mildly egregious. It's not the worst I've seen, but it's certainly not the best I've seen. Motion blur, aka, if I pan the camera, it's like I have blurry vision and I can't see right. Seriously, all motion blur is essentially get your fucking eyes checked out or get some glasses. That's what it always makes me feel. Okay, hold left trigger in the air. Ah, drop dash, I get you. Yeah, makes sense. This controls well. Crouch, left trigger on ground. Spin dash repeatedly, well, okay. Fair enough. Good night, Blink. Does anyone actually like motion blur? I would assume that some people do because developers keep enabling it in their games. Which only indicates to me that people like it or something. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of this song. I want every ring. Until I lose all my rings, in which case I'll stop carrying, but you know. That's just how I do. No, actually, no, I don't want every ring. That takes some effort. You ever wonder... Actually, that's an interesting Sonic challenge. Gain every ring in a level. It's not easy. Whoa, Sonic, your eyes... in the dark. Sonic's eyes are still full bright. Oh, hi, robot. I appreciate the nice, efficient homing dash. Ah, bounce exists. One of my favorite random Sonic moves, actually, is the bounce. Air dash? Extend the air to air dash. Oh, okay. Or it could just actually attack the enemy, but sure. Air dash is of limited use, in my opinion. Yeah, this control's great. Too bad about the motion blur. It might be possible to turn it off if I, well, resolution scale, view distance, anti-aliasing, and shadow quality have nothing to do with that, so... Here's the thing, though. This is Unreal Engine made, so... Yeah... I'm actually beginning to wonder. I think when somebody makes a game in Unreal Engine, I think they have to go out of their way to turn off motion blur. I think motion blur is enabled by default for new projects. I'm saying that because it is kind of interesting to me. Like, it feels like developers aren't really even thinking about it. It's just there and being stupid. I have to wonder if it's actually developers' decision or intention to have the motion blur, or if it's just kind of there, and they have to go out of their way to disable it. I think it actually might be that case. I'm beginning to feel that way because there's so many Unreal Engine games that have motion blur, but no option to turn it off, and also the motion blur kind of sucks in some way. But again, that's subjective, but you know what I mean. Command line launch. Oh yeah, it's an Unreal. No, there is no command line for it. I think I've checked that before. But you can absolutely disable it with Unreal Engine config file. The problem is, Unreal Engine project games, they drop their config file in something like app data roaming, and then it could be under the game name, or it could be under local, low, or roaming. It could be under the name of the game, or it could be under the name of the company, depending, or the developer name, depending on how they formatted everything. So it's a bit of a scavenger hunt just to even find the damn file to edit it. So usually, I can't be arsed. Drop dash is exceptionally useful in this. Yeah, motion blur just gives me a headache. It's just like unnecessary screen streaks that distract me, basically. At least I felt like they're pretty distracting. It doesn't really... The only time motion blur has to experience is when it's stylistic and used at certain times, rather than all the time, you know? Like, if you're going, like, through a super high-speed level and you want to motion blur the background because you're on like a high-speed play and you want the background to be blurry. That's cool. I get that. That's cool. That's fine. But like foreground elements, actual gameplay area blur. Oh boy, I am generally not fond of that. I generally think that that is not a good way to design. Actually, can I? No. Doesn't really look breakable, but all right. Oh, it is. I just can't use the drop dash to break it for some reason. I have to use a normal standing spin dash. For whatever reason. That's weird. Wouldn't the drop dash work in that situation? Or is the drop dash weird like that? I mean, it's still a spin dash. You get on a ball and everything. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't really use the drop dash very often. Final red rings to unlock Supersonic. Supersonic boost. Wait, there's red rings? Oh, look, there's a red ring. Here, let's go back for that one, and we'll grab it in the level and see if it saves it. Ooh, textures. Okay, how am I gonna get up there, though? Oh, it's easy. Is it, though? Is it charm? Is it easy? Try to think. Get up on these rocks would make the most sense. Alright, let's see. Is there any upper route here that I could take? Maybe if I go back a ways. This looks promising. Alright. This looks very promising, in fact. I killed the enemy and it still shot me, jeez. Didn't hit, but sure shot me. Okay, if I go this way... Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's a lot of effort just to get this red ring. I guess it makes sense, it is a red ring, but... Alright, that's the 5th one. That's fine. I have to go back through the level. Whoa! Wrong direction, Sonic. Sonic, just... Thank you. Like, just go up, thanks. I get some motion blur sickness, says Flanders. I get quite nauseous with blurs on, so I actually can't watch this. It's okay, just minimize for now. Well, how the fuck did I get an S rank? I was fucking around. I guess because I just kept all my rings, I guess that made a big difference. Well, okay, I already got the S rank. Cool. I'm just really confused. Getting a good rank in a Sonic game isn't normally something that happens to me. Alright, let's go try to get the other rings then. Oh, the sound volume went... Oh, God, it's another one of those games. So, some games... Actually, I've noticed this with Unreal Engine games before. This is not the first time I've seen this. I've seen this during Howler for an Hour. Basically, I have seen some Unreal Engine indie dev games never save sound settings. So the moment... I remember some Howler for an Hour games that were fucking ridiculous. Like, I'd set the volume on the main menu, and then when I got to the... Like, when I load the first stage, the volume was back down. So I had to turn it up. And then it was fine for that stage. But then when the next stage loaded, oh, volume's right back down again. So every time, like, something else loads, another level loads, it's just, oh, goodbye, volume. Alright, there's ring number 1. Okay, starting strong. Let's keep looking. I guess the key for the red rings is probably going to be up. Up is the answer. Get up there, maybe. At least it's too low rather than too loud. That's very fucking true. I remember some games had the opposite issue, and they were exactly that, too loud. Actually, I think I'm supposed to go up there. Was there anything down here? Doesn't really seem like it. Let's go up. So, by the way, the level design's fine. I don't really care for the song. And you know me, I'm a big stickler for good music. So if a stage has a bad song, then I'm going to be less interested in the stage. Call that carry too much about something that's cosmetic, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty important to me. It's part of the aesthetic of the level is the music in my book. I know aesthetic means visual design, but still. The aesthetic is either improved or deproved by the quality of music. And this song doesn't do it for me. It's just kind of butt rock. I don't know. All right, so obviously there's an upper ledge. Obviously we need to take the upper ledge. Obviously there's a spring here. Why is there a spring here? I don't know. I don't even know how I was supposed to get on that particular ledge. Alright, let's go up here. Have a little gander of the area. Let's see. Did we see any red rings? Currently, I don't know. Okay, I feel like my strategy of staying up high may not work in this situation. I think we need to look around and down lower. Maybe. I would say I'm right. What's in here? Oh. Well, I found a secret area. What we got? I broke the homing there. Okay, so this is assuredly leads us to a ring, right? It's kind of it kind of has to at this point. Question is, which ring? Third one? Fourth one? I know I missed at least one ring behind this, probably. Oh, okay, I'm up here now. Where am I going? That was just a pointless extra path with no ring on it. Huh. Could have sworn that was a off the beaten path ring, but no, apparently not. That was entirely pointless. What the hell did I just like rode that enemy for a while, alright. Oh, I guess I can drown here. Didn't really think about that. Hear that robot on spin. Yes. A good spin. Oh hey, what's this? I guess there's more. I guess there's multiple waterfall secrets. Alright, fine. Let's look at each waterfall then. It's the one that led to this area, but... Did I just miss the red ring in here, or is there just nothing in here? I guess there's just nothing in here. Just a way up, I guess. Seems like a very long and arduous way to go up, though. Compared to just, like, going back a bit. Alright, let's check these waterfalls. What was that move, Sonic? Huh. Is there a way to check through the waterfall? Alright, let's keep going. I won't really know what I missed until I find another ring, you know? At that point, I'll be like, oh, okay. And then I'll be aware of, like, what rings have I missed here, you know? What is this darkness here? Why is there just a black hole in this corner? Oh, whoa. I glitched something there. Also, I'm making sure to murder literally every enemy I see. Just in case they, well, might mark something I've already, you know, so I know where I've been, basically. Gotta keep the darkness somewhere. I guess so. Ah, there's one. Oh, okay, I see. I like how if I crouch, I start drowning. That's good. What? Oh, that was actually the second one. Fair enough. Maybe I underestimated the size of the level. I mean, I've been through it once, but I just thought it was shorter. Alright, next checkpoint. Once again, high up, though. Okay, it's still sticking to that rule, isn't it? They're always high up so far. Trying to see if I see anything up there. I will blindly ignore the ground, I suppose. Okay. Was that not supposed to support my weight? Because I just fell right through it. Cool. Maybe I'm supposed to use the bounce on it? No? Okay. A time over? We'll see if that happens. Yeah, actually. Good observation. I didn't actually notice what time it was. It's fine, though. I hit a checkpoint, so it doesn't really matter. So I don't know what's up with these clouds. I can't really use them. Which is a shame, because there's more clouds over there. Am I dead? Nope. 3D Sonic doesn't usually care so much about timeouts. I get the impression these are supposed to be platforms, but I don't know how to use them. And I get the impression I skipped a red ring. Strong impression there. Let me try something. Good night, Pierce. Maybe there's platforms in the clouds that It's possible. There might be platforms in the clouds that I just happen to be missing them over and over again. Because they're poorly designed. But again, like right here, like... Oh! They do sort of work. Maybe, sometimes. Whatever, I'm taking the back door entrance to this section. Aim for center, don't rely on edges. Yeah, too bad that's not choreographed. Anyways, I want to get up there. Clearly that's a thing, right? I'm not sure game would fall in here. Because that checkpoint, you know, was well placed, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so I have like one shot of this. Let's see. Okay, that time I did aim at the middle, and that did nothing for me. How about the next cloud? Okay. What did I do to make that one cloud agree to bounce me? What? Seriously, what did I do, game? Did you hold a button? I guess it's possible I did. Okay, I think we can all agree that's really suspicious, right? Actually, how do you get even... How did you even... Oh, okay, I think I get it. Like, why are there just clouds there? It's possible there's nothing there, but why wouldn't there be something there? That would make very little sense. Or like this. Here. Oh, there's a red ring up. Yeah, there's absolutely a red ring up there. Nothing. I'm doing nothing different. Those clouds just work. Also, that was number 4. Those clouds work and the other ones don't. But that was ring number 4, so the one I'm missing is behind me. So, unfortunately, it's kind of around the broken cloud area. Are they darker? I don't know, are they? I haven't thought about saying. I mean, they're working real reliably now. There's no problem at all. I'll have to get up there. Oops. Wonder if that saved the ring or not. I guess I'll find out later. They might be darker? Regardless of that, though, these are clearly placed in such a way that I'm supposed to make use of them. Like, that one works. For some reason. Okay. I don't know, man. I'm a little confused. Yeah, an oversight with some clouds not working. Seems like the first two, oddly enough, it's the first 2 clouds you ever encounter are the ones that don't seem to work, while the other ones are kind of okay. I think. I need to check. I need to check if I think it stayed collected, but I'm gonna make sure. Okay, that's good. So, it'd be ideal if I could get on top of that top ledge, but I don't think it's possible, so I'll do the next best thing, and that is to go over here. Actually, wait, can I possibly... No. Damn. The other clouds are right there, keep in mind. The other weird clouds that we're suspicious of. Anyways, yeah, I got ring number 4. Fuck it. Okay. Well, I found the cloud suspicious, so I wanted to look underneath it. Yeah, Shen, I'm glad you noticed that. Very good eye, actually. Yes, I was trying to do momentum-based jumping to try to get a nice little upward hike, but it didn't work, so... I really have to wonder where the last ring is, though. Now, given that there was that crazy oversight with the cloud, which is kind of strange, honestly. Oh, never mind, it's right here. God damn it! They put every single red ring up high except for that one. I'm glad I had the notion of checking that little nook. I was like, I see a nook. What's in the nook? Oh, okay, that. Well, there you go. I do think that's poor design, though. They put 4 out of 5 red rings up high, where you had to do great... You had to accomplish good feats of platforming to get to them. But the third one, out of the 5, that one specifically, low down. In fact, on the lowest path. Now, I'm okay of red rings in a side game being both on low and high paths, but when you have 4 of them on a high path and 1 of them on a low path, and not just a low path, but a down low path, real low, that's a little tricky. That's a little lack of conveyance of information. In other words, you kind of need to... What's the word? Have some amount of consistency, I guess is what I would say. Huh. Also, most nooks were just empty. Well, there's some rings and stuff, a lot of them, but... There was still incentivizing to check nooks, but... I will agree that... There wasn't... I mean, they're just rings, so... There wasn't really a hint that I should be looking. Also, remember that side path? That really long side path that had nothing in it? That was also kind of weird. Ground pounding a cloud to get higher? I'm amazed how easy it is to get S rank. Alright, anyways, I got all the red rings. So let me be super, I guess? I think it's the rule. How they... Oh, yep, there we go. Well, hold on. Let me turn up the volume again. Because, you know... It can't keep that volume adjustment. This version of Super Sonic is a work in progress and quite broken both in terms of gameplay bugs. So why don't you let you try it? Have fun. Avoid de-transforming at all costs. Why? What happens if I de-transform? Well, now I gotta see what happens if I de-transform. I love Sonic's brief constipation pose before he turned to Super Sonic. There's a brief moment of eh! I've now de-transformed. It would appear I cannot re-transform. It also would appear that I'm very slow now. Like, just strangely slow. Look how much longer... So, de-transforming equals you can't re-transform, and also, now you're slow. So it's kind of like taking... It's kind of like taking drugs. They give you a nice boost for a little bit, but then as soon as you stop taking them, oh boy, you feel it. Oh, never mind. I guess you need 100 rings to start. Except for now... Oh, no. Hold on. Debuff. I'm noticing that Super Sonic was no longer as fast as he was before. Huh. Okay, now I'm not really sure what my speed is to. Oh, okay. Now I seem better. Regardless, I'm bored. Let us go. Whoops, I didn't mean to quit the whole game. I was going to go back to the menu. Regardless, I am satisfied. Ring drain's normal, yeah. But yeah, I don't know why we don't have title screen music anymore, because there was previously title screen music, but I guess we don't get that now. In any case, this was alright, but definitely had some weird bugs. Considering the goal of the author was to create something with a mindful, I guess level design was more or less okay, but like some elements didn't work, and the red ring conveyance could have been a bit better. But yeah, I never liked red rings in the first place. So I'm not against them, but I always think it's hard to make them work with the design of Sonic in a way that doesn't just slow down the experience and make it a little bit kind of frustrating, in my opinion. But nonetheless, that was Sonic Red Ridge. It was a cool little design. Didn't really care for the music. Please disable motion blur. Maybe arrange the red rings slightly more logically. Please fix your clouds, and I'll see you for next stage, maybe developer. I don't know. But anyways, that was Sonic Red Ridge. Red Ridge, rather.